Hey pretty ladies, it's been a moment since I picked up my camera. Nonetheless, I knew that I needed to do it. I had a couple of declutter projects that I needed to get done in the house. Some are bigger than others, so I decided to focus on the smaller ones because I felt like at this time they would make the biggest impact. And so that is what I'm going to be sharing with you today. So let's go ahead and get started.
If I had a penny for every time that I thought of you and smiled, if you were a picture, I'd paint you all of the colors I see when I look at you. Oh, time fades when I'm with you, and I can't explain the crazy things I do. You give me butterflies, a fly so high that I'm in the clouds for you. You give me butterflies, I think I'd be alright if I flew away forever with you. If you were the sun, I'd be your moon and dance.
In my last video, I shared an organizer with you that I added to the kids' bathroom, and I had initially purchased this organizer for my room. And so this is the organizer right here. And since my vanity is a little bit longer, I decided to go with two of the organizers and put them side by side. One side of the organizer would be for my husband and the other side would be mine. And so I'm going to go ahead and start getting this countertop cleaned off. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get everything off of the counter because I just had nowhere to put it. And so I thought my best bet, like I said, was just to clean off the back of the counter where these organizers were going to sit and then work from there. I wanted to put products in these organizers that I grab for the most. And so that was going to be my face cleaner, my face brush, any oils that I'm using at the moment, my contacts, my retainer case, and then on my husband's side, I wanted to put stuff that he would always have out on the counter. And so that was going to be deodorant, face oil, not much else. So I did end up using some of his side, which he is absolutely okay with. And then on his side as well, I put the cotton balls and the Q-tips. As I mentioned in my previous video, I love that these organizers have these drawers where I can put cotton balls and Q-tips because I don't have to have a separate jar out on the counter. As it is, I don't have a lot of space, and so this really did help to maximize the space that I do have by not having to have extra organizers out. And so I really do love these organizers. They were so inexpensive. I want to say they were $8 on Amazon, and I will link them down below. They're perfect for small spaces, but you can also double them up and make a long organizer, and it'll have 4 drawers, lots of compartments for everything that you need. So absolutely love these, and they are going to make a great difference on my counter.
Oh, come along with me. I'll show you just how much you're missing out on when you're stuck, just trapped inside your head, imagining the day you might just take that chance. Oh, we're floating through the clouds, and sky is so soft and boundless.
I did go back and forth on how I wanted to arrange this little area. I wanted it to be as minimal as possible. However, I know that I had to leave things out on the counter. I would love to tuck everything away, but I'm not at that point yet. I've talked about maybe getting a mirror that has a vanity built into it, and that's still something that is on my mind. But it hasn't happened yet. A lot hasn't happened yet. So I just have to work with what I have, and hopefully one day I can get to that point, but we are not there just yet. So, moving on in this project, I am going to be cleaning out my makeup, and I shared this organizer with you all months back, I maybe a year ago or so, and it's worked out really well. It's helped to hold a lot in a tiny space. Some of you are probably cringing at the amount of makeup that I have, but I love to try new things, and this foundation was one of them. It is a Korean makeup. It is a foundation stick, and basically you put it on like any type of foundation, turn it around, and there is a built-in brush on it. And I felt like this would be something perfect to use on the go or on vacation. And so I had to try it out. And I'll go ahead and link everything down below that I talk about just in case it's something that you might be interested in testing out yourself. But I do use various types of foundations. Some are drugstore, some are higher end foundations. I do like to have a combination of both because whenever I go to a special event, a night out, I like to use my higher end foundations. And then just throughout the week, I'll use something that is, drugstore. And don't get me wrong, drugstore makeups are amazing. This is one that I actually found on clearance, and it was an age-defying foundation, and I really did like it. So I'll go ahead and link that one down below as well. And there are a few foundations that I was holding on to that were empty. I was holding on to them because I wanted to note down the colors. So you will see me later put notes into my phone, and those are just the foundation colors for my empties. Also going to be getting rid of some things. One of them is this Dermatology sunscreen foundation, and I've had this for a while now, and I don't use it as often as I would like. I'm also going to toss this e.l.f. Halo foundation. I believe that's what it's called. It did not work well with my skin type, and sometimes I feel like I force things, and I just should not do that. This is one of my higher end foundations that I really do like. It's a Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. I have not been able to use this because it's a darker color. It's more like my summer color, and so I can start using it now. I love this foundation. It's the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric. That's one of my favorites. This one too, the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It's finished. You can obviously see that I love that one. And then this is the Rare Beauty Concealer, which I love as well. I recently bought the CC cream from It. This is my second purchase of that, and I like that for summer use because it has SPF in it. This is one of my drugstore makeups that I recently bought. It is the L'Oreal True Match Nude, and I really do like this because it's lightweight and perfect for everyday use. I tried out another foundation stick, and this is the Essence foundation stick, and I also like this as well. I love the Essence mascaras. I've talked about them before, and so sometimes I venture out and try their other products. Their eyeliner is something that I love also. This is the Maybelline 4-in-1 stick, and I like to use this to contour. It's one of my favorites. The Maybelline concealer in this stick form is also really good. This is the L'Oreal Age Perfect, I think, and this is the one that I told you that I bought on clearance, and I love it. This is what I use to cover my grays. It is a powder. I don't really use this spray anymore. I didn't really like the way it made my hair feel, and so I use this powder. I find it over on Amazon, and it works really well. Now I'm venturing into the middle compartment, and in this compartment I usually just keep eyeliners and lipsticks. And so I'm going to go through all of those and see what it is I don't need anymore. For example, this is an old It concealer that I bought years ago, and it was too light, and I always tried to make it work, but I'm just going to get rid of it now because I recently bought a new It concealer. This is an Essence concealer. It's dried out by now, and so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that as well. These are some new lipsticks that I bought, and they are the Serena Williams line, and I liked the colors. I got them on clearance, and so I thought, why not try them out? I am not a big lipstick person, but when I do wear lipstick, I like the colors to be in more of a nude, muted color, and so I figured that these would be perfect for maybe a night out or a special occasion, whenever that may be. I used to love pink. I'm a pink girl over red, and so this is something I would have worn back in the day. Don't know why I'm holding on to it, but I just am. I recently bought this Monet liquid lipstick, and I bought it because I wanted to support one of my friends that was selling it, but I don't like it. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. This is a lip stain. Lip stains are amazing. Ileana introduced me to it, and this one I really do like. They give your lips a little bit of color and they also stay on for a very long time. So I am a big fan of lip stains. And this is a Marc Jacobs sample that I got in one of my Sephora birthday bags, I believe. And I do like the color, so I've been holding on to that. I also have various types of eyeliners, and this is one of them. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't dried out because I was ready to toss things out. I have some eyelash glue. I do wear falsies every now and then, mostly when I go out or I have a special occasion. It's not something that I do daily. Here is another foundation that I have, and it's the Bare Minerals foundation. And I was on the fence on whether or not I should get rid of it, but I guess I decided to keep it for whatever reason. This is one of my newest blush sticks, and it's from a brand called Revant Beauty. And I do like this blush stick because it's buildable. There's a lot of blushes out there that as soon as you put them on, they have so much pigment that you basically look like a clown. And this one is buildable, and I absolutely love that. And they have some amazing colors. And for this brand, I do have a discount code in case any of you are interested in trying it out for yourselves. The interesting thing about Revant, and this is not an ad, it is formulated for mature skin. And so that is kind of what draws me to it. I'm definitely getting older, my skin is maturing, and I need to use makeup that works for my skin at this time in my life. So I'll have everything linked down below, including the link to these Revant blushes. This next foundation I've actually had on repeat for the last week, and it's the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse Foundation. I forgot that I had this and then I found it, and I always realize how much I like it. It's very lightweight, it's buildable also, but I love this for an everyday look, but it could also be perfect for a night out. I recently dropped this eyebrow powder, and so I need to get rid of the container. This is a primer for your eyelids. It's old. I'm going to go ahead and let that go. I switch a lot of my products out, but one thing that I don't switch is my eyelash curler. I am extremely picky about the eyelash curlers that I use. I will only use two brands. First is Shiseido, and the second one is Shu and Numera, I believe it's called. And these are formulated for Asian eyes. And I love them. I love them. I will never use any other eyelash curler unless I find something that is for Asian eyes and better. But I also introduced my daughter to these eyelash curlers. I will not let her use anything else, and she likes to use the Shiseido curler. So that is everything that I have to share with you that was in this organizer. I really do like this organizer because I'm able to use lateral space. And in small spaces, this can make all of the difference. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything organized into this organizer. Top will be for foundations. Middle will be for lipsticks. I love liquid lipsticks, by the way. Liquid lipsticks by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'll also be putting my various mascaras in there because I do use different types of mascaras as well. And then the bottom will be for some other items that I had out on the counter before, but I realized that I can put them into the organizer. So it would be my eye patches, a setting powder, my hair powder, and it looks like that's it. I'm going to be getting rid of some old MAC eyeshadows that are just broken. I don't know why I was holding on to them. I have not used them in years. And so I am tossing everything into my husband's sink that I don't want anymore. This is something that I didn't want. It's a little too dark for me. I also am tossing that. It is a face primer. My sister-in-law gave this to me for Christmas, and I told you that I'm a little picky about my eyelash curlers, but because it was a gift from her, and I know that it was a big financial sacrifice for her to even give us any gifts, and so I'm going to hold on to that. I'm now going to grab my empties and start putting the colors into my phone. I just created a note, and I think it says makeup, And I'm just going to list the different empties that I have in case in the future I want to replenish them. I'll already know what color I need. I'm finally seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. As you know, it gets worse before it gets better. Whenever you're in the middle of decluttering, you never feel like you're going to get to the end of it, but I promise you do. Just keep going, keep pushing forward, and before you know it, it'll all make sense. These are all the products that I got rid of. I took products out of boxes. I'm getting rid of a coffee cup that I was holding on to that was also a gift. But I feel like I did get rid of quite a bit. And now I'm going to throw it into the bag. I mentioned to you in my last video that I kind of just throw things on the floor. In this case, I put it into the sink. When I am decluttering, it's just what works for me. And then afterwards, I will go and put it into the garbage bin. The last thing that I needed to do was clean off my husband's side of the sink. I will tell you that his side of the sink is the side that gets the most use. Brush my teeth on his side of the sink. I use any type of water that I need on his side of the sink. I never even turn on the water on my side. And I don't know, it's just something that I've gotten used to. I've always done that, even in prior homes. Um, I don't know. I'm good with one sink. So once I get this cleaned off, I will have marked another project off of my list. And believe me, I do have a few more on my radar. I was going to include decluttering my hall closet in this video, but I realized that that was going to be a little too intense for me to edit, and I think for you to watch. So I will save that for another video. This year, I feel like I haven't put that many videos out on YouTube, but what I have shared is real life. It's what I've decluttered within this year. The reason I'm mentioning this is because even if you are decluttering at a slow pace, it is absolutely okay. You do not have to do this fast. If slow is what works for you, then do it that way. Because at the end of the year, you can total up the number of projects that you've worked on. And if the number is 5, 10, or more, that's really something to be proud of. So if you are needing a buddy to help motivate you to get started, I know that is one of my biggest problems is getting started. Hop on one of my videos. We can do this together. Believe me, you motivate me as much as I may motivate you. And so let's be friends. Make sure to subscribe if you are not subscribed. And let's do this together. So now I want to get into some before and afters. The afters are so satisfying and it is what I live for. I've said this before, but thank you so much for joining me today. And I really hope that things are going well in your neck of the woods. And I will see you all in the next one. Hugs.